What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. In this video, man, we're gonna be talking about the 2025. Y'all see it? The 2025 Men's Royal Rumble winner, Mr. Main Event, Jey Uso, and why I personally think that Jey Uso was the right choice of winning that Royal Rumble, man. Um, we're talking about a 5 year process of building up Jey Uso, right? He's been on an amazing journey from 2020, basically from COVID year to where we are now. You know what I'm saying? As far as main eventing the possibility of main eventing WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight title against Gunther. Just last night, he confirmed it. He picked Gunther to be his opponent at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Jey Uso, man. It's been a long journey, you know what I'm saying, coming out as, the right hand man to Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the brand new, at that time, Universal Champion, just came back, right, from, what he was going through to the main event of SummerSlam against, what I'm saying, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman. Everybody remembers that. And that was the start of this 4 year, just amazing streak of Romans and reign of Reigns, right? But as far as Jey Uso, man, it's been a long journey for him. You know what I'm saying? And for him to be the right hand man and kind of mistreated in a way by Roman Reigns, getting opportunities to face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Who remembers that Hell in a Cell in the Thunderdome, right? Everybody remember that. Amazing performance by Jay then, right? But still, he was a right hand man. He was the guy, the second in command, or thirdly to the wise man Paul Heyman, right? But I think with Jimmy Uso's injury, it definitely helped Jay. Because if imagine Jimmy didn't get hurt back then, right? Would Jay Uso be where he is right now? That's a debate amongst wrestling fans, right? But I think that definitely helped him with that individuality of being not only just a twin, but also a tag team guy. It's hard for certain people to get out of that tag team stigma, right? You got, Christian and Edge. WWE was always more so high on Edge and Christian, right? WWE was more so high on Jeff than Matt. WWE was so more so high on Bubba Ray than Devon, right? So it's hard to get out of that tag team uh, viewpoint and perspective amongst us wrestling fans because we look at you as a tag team guy. Like you, not necessarily you never have success as an individual. It's just going to take some time. We can't take you seriously more so as an individual than a tag team, right? And so it's been a while for Jay to get that pop, get that hype, get that just that momentum where he is now back then, right? Obviously, no crowd. You gotta work. You literally work to get that response via social media. And then even when time went on, man, right hand man, but slowly but surely went slowly back into being with Jimmy as the Usos. Won the tag team titles. You know what I'm saying? Who remembers that Rated RK bro, Randy, Riddle, right? Against the Usos. Amazing match. And they held the titles for a long time until WrestleMania 39. And losing it to who? Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, right? And now it's like, oh man, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next with Jimmy? What's next with Jay? So they fought back, man. They fought back, but never was able to recapture those titles. And slowly but surely, the Tribal Chiefs turned. Tribal Chiefs turned. But before he could, they did on him, right? This the constant mistreatment, the constant belittling, the constant narcissistic ways of Roman Reigns, right? Which led him to have no tribe, just Solo and the Wise Man. And so, with that internal beef with the Usos over here, Roman and Solo, remember that tag team match and Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank over there in London? What year was that? 2023? Jimmy J, Roman Solo, the Bloodline Civil War, the first man in years to pin Roman Reigns clean was who? This guy right here. Main event, Jey Uso. That was you guys' sign right there that WWE Triple H had major plans for Jey Uso to legitimize his standard and his uh, just where he is in the company, superstar wise. He needed this Royal Rumble win. He needed this. Yes, he will go on to SummerSlam and lose to Roman Reigns for the title yet again, right? Yet again, lose matches against Gunther, Braun Breaker, all these guys. But Triple H still had faith. Triple H still had this guy in his plans, right? So he moves on to Monday Night Raw, man. Goes on to Monday Night Raw, teams with Cody Rhodes, becomes the tag team champions with Cody Rhodes. Then he goes one on one with Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania 40, which we can all agree it wasn't the greatest match in the world. Wasn't the match that we thought it could be and be just it could have been much better. But it was what it was at WrestleMania 40, man. And of course he wins. He wins that one for sure, right? Moves on, and then the unthinkable happens. He finally wins an individual title. He wins the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker on Monday Night Raw a couple months back, right? One of the best feel good moments from WWE in a very long time. Very long time. Um, almost similar to, for me anyway, what year was that? 2016, 2015, where Roman Reigns won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Sheamus, where Vince McMahon was involved. He Superman punched Vince. When he won, Dean Ambrose and the Usos came out celebrated with him. That was a real feel good. Like man, oh my gosh, like this is really good. This is what wrestling is all about, right? That was a feel good moment. And with Jay winning the Intercontinental title was just amazing. I personally wish he could have had a longer reign, but I think it was one of those things where again Triple H has bigger and longer plans for main event Jey Uso, and he didn't necessarily need the title, but the constant chase, the constant losing, the constant falling at the shorter end of the stick, that needed to happen. That story needed to be told that he can for sure win an individual title with the IC. Moves on. He's still over, just massively over with the crowd. This is the most over I've personally seen a superstar in a very long time. Bigger than Cody. I can argue. You can arguably say he's bigger than Cody, bigger than Roman, bigger than LA Knight. right? Bigger than all these guys, bigger than Seth, bigger than Drew, like bigger, just bigger. The crowd responses. This is how you legitimately build a star, bro. This is how you do it. Now imagine if Vince was booking the Royal Rumble this year. Imagine that. There's no if, ands, or buts. It will be for sure John Cena or Roman Reigns winning that Royal Rumble. I guarantee we'll never know, but I guarantee you Cena or Roman would have won that money that one would have won that Royal Rumble. Period. Point blank. No questions asked. Why? Because first of all, it's Cena, right? It's Roman. Two of his main guys that in his eyes made WWE where it is right now. From what Cena came in with 02, Roman 12. You know what I'm saying? So these are his two guys. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact it probably went down to just those two, not Jay and John. It would have been Roman and John. And pick your poison, right? Pick your poison. But and we would have just seen as cool as it would have been to see, Cody Roman 3. That's never been done before, right? That's never been done, right? Three straight main event matches with the same main event at WrestleMania from 39, 40, 41. Cody versus Roman 3. That would have been cool to see. But that's only within Vince's booking. We would have seen that within Vince. For Vince, for sure. Absolutely. And for Cena, man, what a way to go out, right? Last Royal Rumble and to win it, that's super Cena level. But Vince would have booked that for sure. 100%, right? And it would just been super predictable. Super predictable. And we all fell for the bait that Triple H threw out there. Oh, it's gonna be Roman. It's gonna be Cena. It's gonna be Punk. It's gonna be Rollins. Like no one in their right mind had Jey Uso winning unless you're a Jey Uso fan. No one. No one had Jey Uso winning this Royal Rumble match at all. And that's the whole point of today's era with Triple H leading the charge. Unpredictability is the name of the game. That's the whole point. He gassed y'all up, thinking it was gonna be Punk. He gassed me up. I had Punk winning. You know what I mean? I had Punk winning. But that's the name of the game. Unpredictability. Thinking that's gonna go one way and it's going another. Jey Uso. But again, this legitimate this man, oh my God. This legitimately puts Jey Uso in that same light as a Roman Reigns, as a Drew McIntyre, as a Seth Rollins, as a Cody Rhodes. And it stamps it. He stamps it for sure at WrestleMania 41 when he will defeat Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I can see it now. I see so many, posts on social media where he's today's Jeff Hardy, where he was back in 2011, 09, 2010. You know what I'm saying? Like just where he is, the popularity, the massive pops. It's very Jeff Hardy like back then. But this time, yeah, main event. Jey Uso, the man, the myth, the legend. Like I saw something else today where 2025 Jey Uso is what Vince wanted Roman to be in 2015, right? The difference is that Vince shoved Roman down our throats, right? Winning match after match after match. It was so obvious that Vince wanted this guy to be our guy. Rather than with Jay, what what Triple H is doing with him is where he built Jey Uso up from, like I said, the right hand man to main event Jey Uso. Right, the trials, the tribulations, the pitfalls, just the amount of amazing matches and amazing performances, only to lose, to gain that crowd responses every single time. Yeet, right? This is a yeet movement. This is not a yes movement. This is a yeet movement. And it's going to happen at WrestleMania 41 when he defeats Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Believe it. Trust me, it's going to happen. Period. Point blank. Yeet. Right? I am a Jey Uso guy. Now I have come up here and say, you know, I'm not as hyped for Jey Uso anymore because he has lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? He has lost a lot. You know what I mean? And so with those losses, it's kind of hard to take a guy seriously as the main event when he comes up short every single big match. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, I judge who's on top of the game in WWE based off of based off of wins. Period. You know what I mean? And so I wouldn't necessarily say I fell off on Jay, man. I'm still a Jey Uso guy, but those losses got to me against Gunther, against Braun, against Roman Reigns. That's tough. That's tough to put him in that same light as those guys when he has lost. But this right here, this Royal Rumble match was one for the ages. One of the best, arguably the greatest. It had story, it had emotion. Yeah, you had that little element that is John Cena's last, of course, that whole story there. But on top of all that, we had an unpredictable winner. We didn't have a you know what I mean, like a goofy level of just like, oh, really? Like, you serious, bro? Like, this is happening? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Similar to what year was that? 2020 when Brock just eliminated a quarter of the opponents. That was trash. It was a hard watch, bro. It was a hard watch. It was a hard watch for sure. And then what year was that? 23 when Brock won it. He won. He won. And then half of the people that was in that Rumble, man, were tag teams. That was garbage. That was trash. So 25 was not that. It had story, it had emotion. See, it was seen as last, and it had legitimate people. Damn near half of the field were people that you could take seriously as Royal Rumble winners. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Cena, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, bro, um, LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight, Damian Priest, Logan Paul. Jey Uso got it, man. Out of everybody, Jey Uso was the man. And Triple H knew what he was doing, man. Jey Uso in the main event of WrestleMania 41, night one. Of course, we already know. We already know it's going to be main event at night two. But that's another conversation for another video, man. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and his opponent, who I think will be his opponent. But in this video, man, we're going to focus on Jey Uso, the main event of 41, night one. Gunther defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the 2025 Royal Rumble winner, Main event, Jey Uso. He was the right choice, man. Believe it or not, he was the right choice. He was, in fact, the right choice for this year, man. And I'm glad I was able to witness history. We witnessed history. And I'm excited for this road to WrestleMania. And I hate when people try to compare what they did with 40 to 41. 40 was just a masterclass with Rock, Roman, Cody, Seth, right? And then Seth Drew. You know what I'm saying? Like that was amazing. That was just cinema. Um, and then of course the Bloodlines match itself, uh, Cena, Rock, Taker. Come on now, that's legendary stuff. But I think people need to live within today and where we are with today's WrestleMania, man. That's the unpredictability. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's so many avenues that we can go here. Of course, we got Jey Uso, Gunther, right? That's locked and loaded for WrestleMania as of last night. But who's going to face Cody Rhodes? What's the Tribal Chief going to do at WrestleMania? What about Punk? What about Rollins? What's Logan Paul going to do? Drew, right? There's so many questions and so many just like just amazing things on the horizon for WWE 2025, man. Charlotte, who's Charlotte gonna face? She won the women's Royal Rumble match, right? Who's Charlotte gonna do? What's Charlotte gonna do, right? But in this video, man, Jey Uso was for sure the right man for the job, and Triple H knew what he's doing as far as the build up of Jey Uso and the build up of yet another megastar. And it's going to happen at WrestleMania 41. Him winning the world title. I'm ready. How about you? Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Jey Uso was the right choice for this year's Royal Rumble. And if you disagree, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. It's all good. That's what we're here to do. Healthy wrestling debates and discussions, man. And until my next video. Yes, sir.